This is the National Awakening School for Adventurers. Each contestant will go to the Awakening Stone for a check. Those who succeed in awakening immediately receive a basic equipment set for their awakened profession, and then proceed to the practical test. While everyone worries about which profession they will awaken to, this young man simply stands disheartened among the new recruits. This was his third time taking the test. After some commotion, it was finally Ninfang's turn. As expected, as soon as his name was called, whispers of mockery spread below. Isn't that the senior from 12th grade? That legendary character. All day just following the goddess Wang Yue, thinking they were so powerful, but it turns out they're 18 and still haven't awakened. Ninfang listened to the gossip before the awakening stone. The examiner for you is Kai Vi, a beautiful and gentle teacher. Kai Vi encourages Ninfang to stay calm, then kindly gives him time to prepare so he can be in the best mental state before starting. Ninfang pressed his hand on the crystal, trying to relax himself as much as possible. This time he was very surprised because, unlike the previous two times, the crystal reacted and was glowing with a blue light, indicating the magic system. After awakening, Ninfang automatically learned the basic skill of earth magic. Next, he tested how many stars his profession could awaken. Kiwi held his breath, anxiously watching. In the end, Ninfang only awakened 1 star, far behind Wang Duyet, who already had a 5-star profession on his first try. Kai Vi sighed, truly sorry for this student. Below, loud laughter rang out once again. Earlier, they thought Ninfang could defy the heavens and change his fate this year. But in the end, he's just a 1-star rookie adventurer. Kyvie frowned. They're all just kids, but they talk so spitefully. She took 2 more steps, wanting to ask what skill Ninfang had awakened, but seeing his dazed expression, Kai didn't ask further. Maybe Ninfang was deeply shocked, so Kai handed him a basic set of equipment, cheered him up, and after changing clothes, they moved on to the next challenge. Ninfang obediently accepted, but what left him stunned wasn't his 1-star class, or rank, but the strange voice that suddenly echoed in his mind after awakening, indicating that the host had completed the awakening and met the conditions to activate the system. Ninfang hadn't finished putting on his shoes when the voice continued to echo, along with a virtual window appearing, informing him that he had gained the passive ability of Dark Abyss and a mysterious gift. Using dark power will backfire, but when casting a forbidden spell, you are immune to all the costs. The mysterious gift allows you to cast a new forbidden spell once a week, for free. The more Ninfang listened, the more confused he became. Dark power is the most evil force in this world, and forbidden spell magic is the highest level of magic. So how come he can now use both dark power and forbidden spells at the same time? It sounds like some kind of ghostly Canada Shizuka or something, right? And not only that, the system keeps updating that your initial active skill is actually your summoning place being transformed. Just a few seconds later, it automatically transformed into a corrupted body skill of filth and decay. Ninfang felt dazed and confused, like a duck hearing thunder. But for now, there's still one more live combat trial. He plans to test his abilities right then and there. The combat trial is divided into teams, each with 50 people entering the secret realm to familiarize themselves with their newly awakened skills by fighting monsters. But contestants are not allowed to support or attack each other, and drones will monitor the entire process. Kivai told the students to quickly confirm their skills. Ninfang also checked that his active skill was now the Corpse Flesh, an ominous dark spell. When used, Ninfang can summon dark powers from another world to form a protective barrier that can crush all enemies nearby. Ninfang still thinks that the so-called dark curse is very dangerous. If it turns out to be some kind of evil magic that others discover, then you'll definitely be doomed. I still don't know what that illusion system really is. Ninfang didn't have much time to think, because right after that Kyvie signaled the contestants to enter the secret realm. He quickly followed his classmates inside. As soon as they entered, all the contestants were busy fighting. The first monsters they encountered were goblins. Ninfang carefully observed for a while and realized there were surveillance drones everywhere, so he didn't dare to use that forbidden dark spell recklessly. That's the only way he knows how to fight, so for now he can only find a safe spot to hide. Of course, all the students' movements are being broadcast live outside, and Ninfang's actions made Captain Chu on the judging panel very annoyed, while everyone else was frantically fighting monsters to level up. What is that kid doing? Kai hesitated, trying to find a way to defend him. That kid woke up a bit late. His health isn't very good, and the reactivated skill is a defensive magic, which really isn't suitable for fighting alone. Captain Chu is a strict person, and wouldn't sympathize with anyone for such reasons. He asked Kivai to call Ninfang out, no need for the exam anymore. After all, in Captain Chu's eyes, a 1-star profession can't become a true adventurer. Before Kivai could say anything, Chu's subordinate suddenly let out a loud shout. The surveillance drone had just been attacked by something, causing the footage to be interrupted. Furthermore, the monitoring department is warning that they have detected a much higher than average power fluctuation inside the secret realm. Quickly investigate what exactly has happened. Captain Chu quickly ordered his subordinates, while inside the secret realm the students were gradually being overwhelmed. Because suddenly a very powerful monster appeared. It seems to be a mutated goblin. The Goblin interface operates like a wolf, leading the low-level Goblin to fight against the contestants. Follow my command. Everyone who invades today will be buried here. The Goblin horde was originally weak in combat, but suddenly a leader emerged to unite them, turning them into a formidable army. Another drone flew in, and the mutated Goblin raised its fist into the air, causing the aircraft to explode and crash to the ground. It just so happened that it fell right on top of Ninfang hiding nearby. He shouted, accidentally attracting many goblins closer, including the leader. Ha 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 ha. There's still a little bug hiding here. Ninfang has been hiding so well that he doesn't understand what's going on. Why the GOP pin suddenly gathered in a swarm, and there's even a sharp leader in the middle. But he quickly realized that all the drones in this area had been taken down. With no one outside observing, this was the perfect opportunity to see if that forbidden spell was real. Ninfang points to the sky and begins to perform his necromancy skill. The elite goblin's face instantly changes color as a multitude of dry bones suddenly emerge from the ground below. Outside, the surveillance team was panicking as all the drones lost connection. And suddenly, the dark power surged within the secret realm, suspecting the appearance of a level king or higher demon. Quickly call Tang Vian and evacuate all nearby non-combat personnel. Kai Vai was panicking. A monster of king level or higher could destroy an entire city. Why would such a terrifying creature exist in the exam arena? Meanwhile, inside the secret realm, the elite goblin and his minions were so scared they turned pale. I originally thought Ninfang was a useless trash, but he actually summoned a whole horde of zombies like that. And Ninfang is now enjoying the feeling of using a forbidden dark spell for the first time. Besides the creepy, sticky magic on my hand, everything else is fine. The system keeps sending the same notification, reminding me I killed a Goblin grunt and gained 10 experience points. In this way, the Goblin army was about to be wiped out by Ninfang, but the leader still hadn't regained his composure. This overwhelming dark power made it doubt that Ninfang was truly human. But does doubting really do anything? In the end, this monster will also have to go sell salt with its companions. After defeating it, Ninfang immediately gained 6,000 experience points. He checked his stats and saw that he had instantly risen to level 10. In actual combat tests a few years ago, contestants could only increase by 1 or 2 levels at most. But this level 10 mainly comes from the 6,000 experience points from that elite goblin. So, why did it appear here after all? Ninfang only then noticed the pile of items dropped by the elite monster, which all seemed to be good gear, including a badge that permanently increased agility by 10 points. There are also rare tier claw weapons that can significantly boost strength, agility, attack power, and critical hit rate when equipped. The level requirement is 20, which Ninfang can't use yet, but he still quickly picks them up since selling them for money won't hurt. Ninfang now realizes how advantageous it is to have the system on his side. This monster evolution path will definitely go smoothly for him. Ninfang had just collected all the equipment into his bag when he heard a notification that all the contestants were retreating immediately. Only then did he have the chance to look around and realize that the land and trees in the surrounding area had all been torn up. There are still several pits filled with dark aura, so this is the power of forbidden magic. Ninfang hurriedly took out the scroll to move away. We shouldn't stay here too long, or else if we're discovered, we'll be in trouble. So you and many other candidates quickly exited the secret realm. Captain Chu was now extremely tense. A dark beast of king level or higher is very hard to fight, and Quan Chi Vian doesn't know if they'll arrive in time. But at this moment, he suddenly panicked as he realized that the source of that dark power had disappeared. A terrible scenario appeared in Chu's mind. Hey, that monster didn't run out of the secret realm, did it? He immediately informed those responsible for the exam. They had to activate the school's ceiling formation again, leaving only one exit for unrelated people to retreat. Ninfang felt anxious seeing everyone's grim expressions. Kivai saw you come out of the secret realm and hurriedly asked, "Are you okay, Ninfang?" Nothing could happen to Ninfang, right? You are clearly the root of the problem that everyone is struggling with right now. After confirming that Ninfang was unharmed, Kivi immediately shooed him away like chasing chickens. Furthermore, she also announced that the school would temporarily suspend classes. Without a valid reason, students are strictly forbidden from approaching here. Ninfang returns home with Wang Duit, still very confused, looking like she just saw a ghost. So what exactly happened? I heard the school is testing for an unknown source of power. The entire school has been sealed off. Clearly, that mysterious source of power is Nin Fong. But this Vochi young man thinks it's because of that mysterious, talented monster. Wang Duyet, seeing him so dejected, believes that the exam was interrupted, which deeply disappointed Nin Fong. Anyway, I have to wait 2 years until the awakening day. She also suggested forming a team to train together. Because of the defensive magic system that caused your awakening, it's really not suitable for leveling up alone. But Nin Fong simply refused. Actually, you really want to form a team with the goddess. But right now, Nin Fong only knows how to use dark forbidden magic. You can't just use this in front of others. If Wang Duyet finds out, she might even hit you first. You can't refuse. I'll be waiting for you at the West Main Gate at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Nin Fong didn't expect the beauty to be even more determined than him. This wasn't teasing, it was an order. After announcing the time and place, Wang Duyet flicked her hair and left gracefully. Why didn't you listen to me? This domineering woman is left with only Nin Fong standing there, his mood fluctuating wildly. Now he doesn't know how to refuse. He initially planned to fake an illness to get out of it, but with Wang Duyet's personality, he can't hide forever. Today, tomorrow, or any day. Nin Fong thought so hard he got a headache, then finally came up with a plan, but he wasn't sure if it was feasible. He went to the Vientiane Than trading post, where some equipment comes with skills, and he wanted to buy some gear related to summoning to fake it a bit tomorrow, while also conveniently selling the loot he got from that powerful monster. The person welcoming Nin Fong was a beautiful female staff member, but this young man was no longer in the mood to pay attention to girls. He asked her to bring him an equipment from the summoning area, whether it was a weapon, jewelry, or any kind of item. The girl just glanced and knew that Nin Fong was a newbie. Are you a newly awakened student? Actually, low-level magic like Cloud Summon doesn't require buying equipment. Then, she proceeds to showcase her professional skills. The girl enthusiastically introduced many high-level magical equipment available at the store, suitable for level grinding. But Nin Fong remained firm in his choice. After all, he was buying mainly to distract Wang Duyet, not for leveling up. The girl employee's attitude immediately changed 180 degrees when she saw how stubborn he was. Someone come here and serve him, causing chaos all day long. Turns out he's just a poor ghost, and I definitely won't bother to serve him. It turns out he's just someone who looks at the customer's wallet to decide how to serve. Seeing that Nin Fong wasn't planning to buy high-level equipment, she immediately handed the task of assisting him over to a new staff member. This girl looked much more obedient this time. Nin Fong still expressed his wish, and as a result, she took him around several shops to try on various suitable equipment. In the end, Nin Fong found a ring he liked quite a lot. The equipment purchase is complete. Now it's time to sell the loot. The girl then led him to the appraisal and deposit area. In the appraisal room, an elderly man called Master Wang was examining the item, and Master Wang activated his appraisal skill. This is an orange weapon, equivalent to a rare grade, agility type, with a low-level requirement and excellent attributes. It is very suitable for beginners and also has 3 socket slots, allowing customization to optimize its effects for the user. This is a good item. We might have a few customers interested in it. I don't know if you have any specific requirements regarding the price. This is Nin Fong's first time selling items, so of course he wants to get the highest price possible. Master Wang immediately contacted the client, leaving the young employee named Xiao Yang to serve tea and water for Nin Fong. The first person Master Wang reached out to was Director Zhang. He has always wanted to find a high-quality equipment for his son, and it just so happens that the claw weapon is perfect, so they quickly exchanged. In the end, President Zhang agreed to buy the weapon for 50,000 spirit coins. After deducting the transaction fee, Nin Fong would receive 46,000 spirit coins. When Master Wang announced this price, both Nin Fong and Xiao Yang were stunned. He never thought he would earn so much. Outside, that beautiful but mean-spirited female employee is busy gossiping with her colleagues. Isn't she a fan of handsome guys? Why did you let that little rookie go just now? I only like handsome guys who are both rich and powerful. This cheap stuff isn't even worthy of a thick book for me, the girl replied arrogantly. The crowd was gossiping when they saw Nin Fong coming out of the energy room with Master Wang. The news spread quickly. They quickly heard that Nin Fong had just sold an item for 50,000 spirit coins and was now planning to go shopping for a few more things. 50,000 spirit coins is a huge amount for these staff, and the commission for this deal is definitely not small. That mean girl looks like she's been struck by lightning right now. If she had tried to treat Nin Fong well earlier, she would already have the 10,000 Tian commission in her pocket. Before Nin Fong left, the receptionist kindly offered to straighten him out a bit. Mr. Nin, next time you want to do business, just come directly to me. My name is Duong Hin, and the next day, Nin Fong went out shopping in a very good mood. Last night, he tried it, and equipment combined with magic would not be affected by the system. so there's no need to worry about being exposed and getting your neck broken by Wang Duyet. That's why you came here right on time today. As soon as I saw Wang Duyet, a group of people suddenly appeared out of nowhere, all showing off their presence. They included mages, shield-wielding warriors, a berserker, and a holy priest, all members of Wang Duyet's guild. Ninfeng greets enthusiastically, but the wizard and shield warrior don't seem to like him very much. From their first meeting, they act as if Ninfeng owes them 80,000 yuan, especially the pale-faced wizard, who doesn't even bother to look at Ninfeng and immediately approaches Wang Duyet to start a conversation. Duyet Ni, I remember you're about to reach the second-class change, right? Yes, what's going on? Ninfeng was stunned. Miss Wang truly is amazing. Every 30 levels you can complete a class change. This guy says you're about to become a second transfer, meaning Wang Duyet is about to reach level 60. No wonder she's a 16-year-old genius girl who awakened 5 stars and still isn't impressive. He just wants to give you a gift. The mage pulls out a high-grade permanent attribute-boosting potion from his bag. Everyone was amazed. This item also has an orange quality, permanently increasing agility by 3 points. Compared to the 10-point agility attribute mark that Ninfeng obtained, it's far inferior. However, this item is still enough to dazzle everyone. Seeing the amazed expressions of his teammates, the wizard continued to boast. This thing is indeed very valuable, but it's a small matter, just 20 or 30,000 spirit coins. Duyet Ni and I both don't care about it. What's important is that this high-grade elixir is very hard to buy, even with money. My father asked many friends and finally managed to get this bottle of medicine. He intended to use it to win over a beauty, but Wang Duyet only accepted the gesture and refused the item outright. That white-faced wizard still wants to pressure her into accepting the gift, but Wang Duyet, the beautiful and temperamental girl, never shows fear. No need, she firmly refuses once more. We have something else to do, we're leaving first. That wizard got so angry he yelled out, Wang Duyet, do you really want to waste your time with this useless person? Zhao Jing, watch your words. This statement truly made Wang Duyet angry, but Zhao Jing's foul mouth still refused to shut up. He rated Ninfeng 1 star, calling him useless and saying he could never achieve anything in his life. Ninfeng listened for a while and felt a bit annoyed. Failing at flirting, now he's targeting you. What does he mean by that? Is this Trio Trin guy crazy? Or should we just use a forbidden spell to kill him now? The others saw that Trio Trin was getting more and more outrageous and wanted to pull him away. But this pale-faced guy truly didn't know how to behave, constantly belittling Ninfeng, claiming that his whole body from top to bottom was not worth even a single high-grade medicinal pill of his. Ninfeng finally couldn't hold back anymore. For someone who likes to bite recklessly like you, the only way to deal with them is to be more aggressive. Even a small bottle of medicine plus 3 pills, you still have the nerve to threaten people. Do you think you're the center of the universe? Zhao Chen was so angry he was about to explode. What does a poor devil like you have to say? Do you want to die? The shield soldier following Zhao Trin also chimed in. So confident. Do you have something even more powerful? Why not let us broaden our horizons a bit? Trio Trin chuckled to himself, eager to see Ninfeng become the laughingstock. He said, if you can really produce something better, I will kneel and apologize. Otherwise, if Ninfeng is just bluffing, he will kneel and apologize to him. Ninfeng waited for this moment, then waved and took out the permanent attribute increasing mark to give to Wang Duyet. This time, even Lady Wang was so shocked she opened her mouth in surprise. This is something she has never seen before. Of course, the others like Zhao Jing haven't either, so he thought Ninfeng was just showing off. Is it a trick or not? Isn't it obvious just by trying? Wang Duyet was too afraid that this item was too valuable to use it, but Ninfeng was very eager, and the others kept urging her to see the effect of this device. In the end, she decided to use it. The group of Trio Trin held their breath and watched. All we see is Wang Duyet smiling brightly, her attributes really improving. Trio Trin can't accept this situation. It's true that the winner is king and the loser argues back. He thinks that a poor ghost like Ninfeng can't have this treasure. He must have stolen it. Bow your head and speak louder. I tune out, unable to hear clearly. Given Trio Trin's personality, there's no way he would accept kneeling before Ninfeng. But Junzi Yiyun and Sima Nantrui, faced with the discriminatory looks of their teammates, Trio Trin had no choice but to kneel down and bow his head very low. Ninfeng was also satisfied at this moment, unable to hide his triumphant smile. After settling this debt, he quickly pulled Wang Duyet away. Breathing the same air as someone like Zhao Chen is really uncomfortable. They've gone far away, but Wang Duyet still feels guilty, though their relationship isn't worth measuring by that attribute boost. Ninfeng sincerely hopes that Wang Duyet can complete her second transformation quickly and get into the best university, not just stay by his side all the time. In fact, if she keeps staying close, he simply can't level up. Wang Duyet couldn't understand Ninfeng's inner struggles and thought he was looking down on herself, considering herself unworthy of being by her side. Ninfeng was speechless. This girl was really over the top, and she was even being overly sentimental herself. "Oh, right. I have this for you." Wang Duyet pulls out 2 items from her equipment bag. These are all skill books. Once Ninfeng levels up to the corresponding level, he can learn them. Both are of purple quality, which is already expensive looking, but they can't compare to that attribute-enhancing mark. So DND Ninfeng should just accept it so Wang Duyet won't think he's in debt. The two begin leveling up by entering the dungeon called Graveyard of Evil. Just as the name suggests, here is full of tombstones and zombies. Wang Duyet happily fights monsters with her own weapon, a bow and arrow set. Meanwhile, Ninfeng is trying to prove his existence by cheering her on with all his might, feeling utterly helpless inside because the experience points in this dungeon are too low. But Ninfeng couldn't tell Wang Duyet that he was already level 10. Wang Duyet didn't need him to do anything, just sit still and share the team experience. Ninfeng also had no way out. After a while, Wang Duyet received a call from the pink-haired girl from the Holy Class Guild. "Duyet Ni, we just received news that the Demon Lord Wu Yu is about to appear. This is a rare opportunity. Do you need it?" He demanded that Wang Duyet come immediately because the fallen demon Wu Yu is a tough boss that requires courage to defeat. And most importantly, it might drop rare mage items he needs. Wang Duyet hesitated a bit, but Ninfeng was very understanding. "You go ahead. I'm fine. After all, we're both in this secret realm. Training a little later won't matter." "All right, then you go to the safe zone and wait for me." Ninfeng nodded secretly, feeling overjoyed. After Wang Duyet left, the smile on his face gradually turned inhuman. When the wait was over, he was left all alone. The big boss they mentioned earlier, Ninfeng, also wants to give it a try. Last night, he had already prepared and learned 2 new skills. Thanks to the mysterious gift system given at the start, I can use a new skill for free once a week. So, of course, the more charms, the better. Unfortunately, Ninfeng's level is still quite low, with only 3 skill slots from the books Wang Duyet gifted after reaching level 15, and in this dangerous secret realm, several other squads are also fighting. They all share the same goal of defeating that big boss, which appears deep inside the tower in the secret realm. You have to fight your way through a distant section from the edge of the dungeon to reach it. While a small team was still debating how to advance, a dazzling blaze suddenly appeared before them, moving quickly and far ahead, revealing itself as the Tuxu Guild team. Wang Duyet and Zhao Chen are very famous. Throughout the entire kingdom, they are considered among the strongest newcomers. As expected, their reputation is well-deserved. It seems like others like us don't stand a chance. Wang Duyet's team moved forward in a straight line. I have to say, their coordination was very smooth. Triu Trin hadn't even gone halfway before he became overconfident, thinking this boss definitely belonged to him, and looked down on the other squads as trash. Wang Duyet didn't have time to argue with him, only focusing on completing her mission. Both the Holy Priestess and the Fierce Warrior felt that Wang Duyet had become quite stronger this time. As expected, the attribute-boosting mark that Ninfeng gave was a rare item. A sudden increase of 10 points in agility had a significant effect. At the same time, something unusual was happening deep inside the secret realm of that tower, and that anomaly was the appearance of Ninfeng himself. He had just used a space magic talisman that allows him to teleport instantly, arriving without any effort or combat along the way. This skill can be maintained for an hour. As soon as he arrived, Ninfeng immediately encountered the fallen demon Wu Yu, but he not only wasn't afraid, but also enthusiastically waved hello. The fallen demon, Wu Yu, was startled and panicked by the intrusion, unleashing a devastating attack capable of wiping out an entire 5-person squad. "Huh! Do you dare to appear here alone without knowing your limits, adventurer?" But unfortunately, this move missed because Ninfeng used a forbidden space magic spell instead. He once again possessed a ghostly form and appeared behind the boss. Because I don't want to share the loot with others, the fallen demon sorcerer was once again panic-stricken. Ninfeng smirked cunningly and used the new active skill he had just learned, Heavenly Firestorm. After using it, Ninfeng summoned the fierce fire Vu from the sky, causing massive damage within a certain range. As this hailstorm descended, the entire tower was engulfed in smoke and flames, shaking violently. The zombie soldiers and ghostly guards didn't even have time to yawn, giving Ninfeng a ton of experience points. Even more impressive, after defeating the fallen demon Wu Yu, he gained 50,000 experience points in one go. Ninfong instantly leveled up 20 levels from level 10 to 30, becoming a top-tier profession master. Besides experience points, the loot was also dazzling. Besides the 2 non-professional magic books, everything else Ninfeng found useful, like this Wu Yu mark, which, after absorption, permanently reduces 3 stamina points, but permanently increases 15 spirit attribute points. When using the Wu Yu mark, the system sent a new notification to Ninfeng, saying that during the class transfer, he could activate the hidden profession of the spirit summoner, or trigger the prerequisite hidden missions of the all-element magic profession. Ninfeng felt like he had struck gold. Hidden professions are very rare. Maybe only 1 in 1,000 people have one, and they are innate that normal people cannot interfere with. Using these marks, you can activate hidden professions. This is truly a windfall from the heavens. Ninfeng didn't hesitate for long, and directly chose the all-system divine mage profession. Overcome with excitement, Ninfeng's heavenly firestorm erupted even more fiercely, like a hailstorm, unintentionally causing a huge magical disturbance. Even the healing guild members still far away could sense it. Wang Duyet ordered everyone to retreat and stop attacking, but Zhao Chen was very greedy and didn't want to give up this boss. With the situation so dangerous, he still wanted to move forward. Are you stupid or trying to hurt people? Seeing that Wang Duyet was tense, Triotrin no longer dared to object. Wang Duyet took out her phone, intending to tell Ninfeng to retreat from the secret realm, but she realized her message had been sent some time ago. Sorry, I have something urgent to take care of. I'll go ahead. Ninfeng headed alone to the transfer hall, which was as deserted as Badan Pagoda, with only a receptionist girl wearing glasses inside. Hello? Are you here to receive the transfer mission? Ninfeng nodded, then began reading his basic information for the girl to log into the data. When she saw that Ninfeng was only 18 and still at the lowest transfer level, the girl felt a bit disappointed. His talent seemed a bit lacking, but she didn't show any contempt and directly led Ninfeng to the area of the first transformation mage. After guiding him through the proper procedure, she went outside and encountered Captain Chu, who had just returned from investigating the dangerous Movian cave, where heavy damage was found and the source of its destructive power remains unclear, but the threat level is estimated to be at least at the king level. In just 2 short days, you've already been threatened twice by king-level monsters, huh? The girl fell into silence. Exactly, because of that my superior sent me here to ask you to mobilize. After entering the transmission tower, Ninfeng discovered that the transmission mission was divided into 2 branches, one involving a vengeful spirit sorcerer with an A-level difficulty, and the other involving the entire divine system with an S-level difficulty. But it was a prerequisite mission. From the start, you leaned more towards this hidden profession, so you didn't think twice, and chose the entire divine magic system. Ninfeng's mission is to enter the mysterious Hui Duang Divine Palace. Within 3 days, he must obtain the Divine Mark artifact, and Ninfeng confirmed he would enter the Hui Duang Divine Temple secret realm. But when he left a few days later, the person seeing him off wouldn't be the girl with glasses. Although he noticed, Ninfeng didn't have time to think much, as the girl had already been taken away by Captain Chu. She is a member of a secret organization called Ko-An. It is said that all members of the organization possess rare hidden professions and can use dark powers to fight, specializing in carrying out special missions. The sister is carefully assessing the situation inside the dangerous tomb of the secret realm. The dark power here is too strong, so even though it has diminished a lot, it still heavily affects her. There are no clues left here, so they couldn't grasp the criminal's intentions. Captain Chu was very uneasy, because recently they had been receiving reports of unusual signs at several locations. This seems like a warning of some impending crisis. He wanted to ask that sister if these incidents were connected, but she only said she would report to her superiors to send more people to investigate. Sorry, has it been confirmed that the culprit is a monster? Or could it be, Captain Chu wanted to ask something, but kept hesitating and couldn't finish his sentence. You want to ask if the culprit could be a mutant like me, right? Sorry, I didn't mean any harm. The mysterious sister doesn't believe this was caused by humans because the level of threat here exceeds even that of a king. Controlling such a vast dark power would come at a cost that can't be borne by mere flesh and blood. In other words, there is a powerful monster hiding in the city that could bring disaster at any moment, right? The mysterious sister nodded, confirming Captain Chu's concern was correct. I fear it is hiding in the shadows and must be found quickly, but in reality, the monster they speak of is currently at its own home and is very cunning. Because you instantly reached level 30 and unlocked 4 new skill slots, Ninfeng immediately took out the 2 skill books Wang Duyet gave him to learn. The first book is a magic shield. After confirming the skill, the system automatically merges it with the corrupted body to form a passive skill called Wasteful Guard. This skill will activate automatically when attacked. 100% of the damage will be absorbed by the corrupted flesh. The amount of damage absorbed will be equal to the damage caused by the corrupted flesh. And after the attack ends, the corrupted flesh will automatically recover. Ninfeng chuckled softly, so the forbidden spell can also be combined with lower-level